Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and this is Top 5s, the only weekly Top 5 show at snowboarding you tune into to find out what are going to be the most hyped boards for 2026. That's right, these are the boards with the big marketing push, the ones that you're going to see people riding, you're going to see in magazines, you're going to see on Instagram, you're going to see in YouTube videos. So we're going to break it down for you. If you are thinking of picking any of these up, we do have affiliate links down in the description below for you, so that way you don't have to go hunting for them yourself. But if you're going to your local shop, slap them a high five and say we sent you in. Number 5, the Libtech Sweetfish, Austin Sweeten's new pro model that's powder specific. If you ever wanted to be a little froth goblin, here you go. This thing slashes and sprays exceptionally well. With the camber profile on it, you can sit in that back seat and get that nose up with relative ease and still get power with it. You want to do a Pow Butter 360 on that nose? You can. This thing is absolutely amazing, and having Austin Sweeten behind it, if he makes it to natural selection again this year, you know he's probably going to be riding this. Number 4, the GNU Waygu. The marketing behind this just reminds me so much of that mid to late 90s with the push that they're doing for it. And they've just made this board that is like the everyman, all mountain versatility, just quiver of one type of deck. Unfortunately, we didn't get to ride it because Harry forgot to bring it up from Denver. Yeah, Harry, you know you're the problem with this. So I can't tell you how it rode, but I can tell you the marketing behind this, chef's kiss. This is what I think a lot of people have been waiting for in terms of how you're going to push a product, and it just shows. GNU knocked it out of the park with this one. Number 3, the Spring Break Stairmaster. Now, if you're old like me, because I'm a geriatric in snowboarding these days, not as old as Todd Richards, but I'm still old, you'll remember the Stairmaster when Capita put it out. And it was just a board that had this huge marketing push. You had graphics from Corey Smith on it. And it was just this like thrash it into the ground, hesh friggin' jib board that you could just go and do anything with and not feel bad about abusing it. And it rides the same as that. And that board was kind of revolutionary at the time for what Capita was doing with their marketing. And to see this coming back, you're like, yeah, this is going to be good. The graphic is sick on it as well. And it's just riding it. It was a throwback. I felt like I was back in 2007 again. Pants weren't tight enough though. Needed tighter pants. But it's okay. We're almost coming full circle to tight pants because, you know, people with your baggy pants look like you're inflating them. You look like Woody from Toy Story. Howdy, partner, and your pants are all inflated. That's a different story. We don't need to talk about that. We need to talk about this board. This board is just that classic twin shape that you can do anything with. And I think just bringing that name back and then having the people on spring break that are riding it, doing what they can with it, it's going to be a very solid board for what it is. Okay, so we're about halfway through this review. Why don't you give it a thumbs up? And if you haven't already, go down, subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you guys. And believe me, we've got a ton of programming for you this season. Number 2, the K2 Skypilot. First off, name's great. Knowing that Sage Kotzenberg has his name on this is one of his pro model boards in the Dopamine lineup. This board is going to sell because of that, just the way that they're pushing it. It's a medium volume shift. You can go out and throw 360s with it, but still smash pow and still rip a good turn. I had a blast on this thing. My only downside to it was I wish I'd been on the 57, not the 54, because it's a medium volume shift, not a crazy volume shifted board. But by and large, great board, great tech story in it, and you just know that it's going to get pushed hard this year by the K2 team. Honorable mentions, all great options, but just barely didn't crack the top 5 of our list. The Bataleon Cameleon, it's gonna live on its hype from the previous year. It's a great ride for what it is. It's one of those like POW carver boards. And if you like 3BT and you like the sounds of that, that's something to check out. If you don't like 3BT, might not be the board for you. The Nitro Stiletto, this is a one and done board. So the hype is gonna be there to push it through, make that sell through on it. This is your classic swallowtail. This thing was an absolute blast to ride. I just floated all over the mountain on it, and it was exceptionally great. And finally, we have the Arbor Danny Kass Pro. This is what I love about this board. It's got a longboard on it. And some people are like, that graphics trash, it's picking on Noah Slasnik. No, people were giving Danny shit for riding for Arbor. They're like, it's a longboard company. And when Arbor asked him what he wanted for a graphic, he took an Arbor catalog and circled one of their longboards and he goes, that's what I want. It's a middle finger to everyone that's talking shit on the brand, and no one can get that. It's so on the nose that you don't realize it. Now, TC wrote it and said this thing was just an absolute blast to get on. I'm looking forward to getting on it too, because it's just that hype. Plus, it's cool to see Danny Kass still getting taken care of all these years later. He kind of fell out of favor with snowboarding, came back to it. He's here, you know? The guy's accolades speak for itself, and it's cool to see snowboarding taking care of older riders again. Like I said, these were all great options, but just barely didn't crack the top 5 of our list. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. And the #1 most hyped board for 2026 is the Jones Howler. They are putting such a big marketing push behind this. Victor De La Rue has been riding it for a while, and this is a board that I think it's going to overshadow other decks in their lineup, and for good measure. It rides that well. This thing has some of the best boost I've ever had out of a Jones board in the last 5 years. And then getting it in POW, it slashed, it bashed, it popped, it spun, it buttered, it did everything that I needed it to do. And you're gonna just see that Jones is really proud of the tech story behind this board, as well as the accolades that Victor is getting on it. So, you know, for us, we were looking at it going, damn, they are pushing this thing hard. We were like, this deserves the #1 spot, especially after how we felt it rode. All right, this has been our top 5 most hyped for boards for 2026. These are pretty much guaranteed that they're going to have really good sell-through, depending on how well the winter actually goes. So if you're thinking of picking one up, you probably want to do it sooner rather than later. But if you're not feeling this list or you think we missed something, leave us a comment down below or go watch one of our other videos because we've got so much programming for you.